afraid of people that have an ideology akin to Sharia law. They cannot coexist.
No, like, go back to your country. You don't belong here. This is our America.
Secure the borders. Let's get us safe. Make America great again.
Got an ISIS flag hanging up over the Atlanta Capitol building. We go in, take out the bad guys.
Our country cannot be the victim of horrendous attacks by people that believe only in jihad.
Islam has declared war on you. Islam has declared war on you.
Every Muslim is a terrorist. Period.
Right now.
Shut your mouth.
Yes,
I don't want to hear your mouth.
Oh, please.
I'm done with you.
Islam is under attack in America. We decided to investigate the current state of Islamophobia.
You call it terrorism, I call it patriotism. You hear me?
Its roots, its causes, and its effects on everyday Muslims of America.
Told us to go back to Saudi Arabia.
We interviewed 3 people, 2 Muslims and 1 anti-Muslim. These are their stories.
Hi, my name is Samia Hussein. I am currently the board president of the Muslim Coalition of Connecticut. We're a nonprofit organization. We were established in 2004, and our mission is to promote American Islamic relations in the greater community through education, outreach, and community service.
My name is Michael D'Angelo. I am a first off war vet. I worked for the CIA for 11 years. I was military intelligence for 4 years.
Hi, my name is Shahira Khan. I'm 17 years old and I'm a high school senior, and I also happen to be a Muslim American.
So Islamophobia is in a way a recent phenomenon. It's something that hasn't really been happening with the title that's been given today, although there would have been incidences a while back, a few hundred years ago, of a lot of racism against a lot of African slaves, which about 30 to 40% were Muslims as well. So there has been a lot of discrimination towards Muslims, but recently the term Islamophobia really came about as a result of fear of Muslims. So that's really what Islamophobia is fear of Islam. Islam is a very diverse religion. It's a religion that's about 1.8 billion people around the world are Muslim. So that means 1 in 4 of the average person is a Muslim. You probably ran into some and you haven't, necessarily recognized them as being so, unless they might wear the veil as I do, or they might come out and say, I'm a Muslim. But with everything that's been happening, Islamophobia is really a term, a phenomenon, a hateful sort of rhetoric.
There is no Islamophobia. There is a pushback on Islam. The phobia part is always tagged to people that want to deny what you're looking at. It's not that I'm Islamophobia. It's that I'm seeing my country, my culture, and my way of life and traditions getting crushed under political practice. And that's why we push that.
And definitely the root, I think, of Islamophobia is lack of education, lack of ignorance, having that ignorance, and that a person was never exposed to Muslim, or, they didn't take the effort to really know who a Muslim is on more of a personal level, more of a neighbor level.
So if somebody is threatening to cut your head off, and they do, that's not a phobia. If someone is threatening to blow up a building because you're not a believer in their faith, it's not a phobia. It's a fact. So what has happened is, it's not like white people got together and said, you know what, let's pick out a target, and we're going to start hammering Muslims. The reason why and where it escalated was about 40 years ago. This is the very reason why I joined the military. They were making threats to the United States. And so I felt it was my responsibility to take a stand for my country.
What's happening is that terrorists and those from ISIS, those from Al-Qaeda, they're really rooted as militants from their country. So there's a lot of political climate, political unrest in these countries, and a lot of the folks that are really being a part of ISIS are people who are from those militant groups. And that's what we're seeing. We're seeing some people who are have no ties with the Middle East or ISIS, and they're going as a recruitment to ISIS because of the Islamophobia that's rooted into the United States and around the world.
In the Quran, or as certain people refer to it, the Quran, it says that if you kill one innocent life, it's like killing humanity in general. So how are these people going to stand up here, killing innocent people, rewriting the religion basically, and say that, oh, we're here for Islam? No, you're not. You're not here for Islam because you're not even following half the guidelines. All the stuff they're doing to gay people and women and children, what religion stands for that? I completely, I don't understand where they're coming from or where they're getting their context from, because again, like I said before, in our religion, we're taught to respect everyone. You're supposed to respect everyone's differences. So although I may have a personal belief of not me personally, but some people might believe that being gay is a sin, you're still supposed to respect that person because they're a human being. And what ISIS is doing is they're disrespecting humanity, which in turn you're disrespecting God because he created us. ISIS does not represent Islam. It doesn't stand for any of the Islamic values, yet we're clumped in together.
I see no difference, and I'll tell you why. Can you tell me how many Muslim protests against the Muslims that you see in your streets? You don't. Just because they're not out there hacking the heads off of people and sending rockets into Israel doesn't mean they're not in the kitchen making sandwiches for these guys. I know these guys better than the back of my hand. I studied them. So that's what the news is not telling you. See, by them not speaking up, then they are supporting it.
We are constantly approached on almost a daily basis. I can say that a Muslim is approached saying, how do you feel about ISIS? And we have to stand there and we have to denounce them. And of course we're denouncing them because it's not like they represent Islam. I'm just a regular American person trying to live my life. I'm trying to go to school. I'm trying to make my parents proud because they are immigrants, and I'm trying to make a better life for myself and my family, and that's all I'm trying to do. I'm not out here or in here in my kitchen making sandwiches for these guys. And on multiple occasions, Muslim people work with the FBI. Even in my mosque, the FBI has came in there and has been like, oh, if you see any suspicious activity, please let us know, or please call us, and they'll give out cards, and everybody's more than willing to help because we obviously don't want innocent people getting hurt, and we want to help we're all Americans, we want to help our government as much as possible. And I just feel like none of those things are reported. Many terrorist attacks have been stopped because of that, but of course they're not reported in the media.
If you think about it, we're about 1.8 billion. If all of us, if Islam preached hate, then all of us would be hateful, and the world might not even be existent.
Terrorism does not equal Islam. It does not equal Muslims.